by our women. We are indeed privileged to have three very enterprising, young and dynamic panelists to address the session. Let me welcome Ms. Deepa Kapil, an entrepreneur and director Tata Information, a business mentor and a consultant. Deepa comes with 25 years of experience and she's joined by two very dynamic young alum, Kirti Jangra, co-founder of Animal, and Shelly Rathi, an IAS probationer presently posted as SPM Vivek Vihar under training. Through the years, women from different generations and locations have proven their strength and independence. Today, women have made amazing contributions in the academia, research, government, business and corporate world, and even the army, besides many other sectors. Around the globe, there have been many women in positions of power. At IIT Delhi also, women form nearly 25% of the total strength on the campus now. And this is something which has introduced not only just the gender equality, but it has also balanced the technical firepower that IITs or similar institutions produce, wherein larger number of women have started participating and taking forward activities within STEM. And this is something which is extremely encouraging. In the past, the She Inspire sessions have already hosted an IIT Day topper, a few senior bureaucrats, a Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar awardee, a unicorn builder, a successful entrepreneur, and acknowledged in the power list like Asia 30 under 30, a former McKinsey consultant who is now into training and accreditation of the teachers, and many such other areas covering a wide range of areas of interest and activities. Each one of them symbolizes a spirit that she would rather walk alone in darkness than follow anyone else's shadow. By working with purpose and confidence, they demonstrate that having strength and tenacity does not mean sacrificing your vulnerability. In addition, all of these women show that failure shouldn't be and will not be an obstacle in meeting their goals. Interestingly, in a survey sometime back, the Rockefeller Foundation concluded that it helps immensely when young women are able to correlate with their own women role models and they're able to manage their career in better ways. And therefore, encouraging other women towards greater independence of thought and action will remain core essence of this initiative. As a former First Lady of US, Hillary Clinton, once said, women are the largest untapped reservoir of talent in the world. And therefore, onus lies on all of us to ensure that this talent is not only given an outlet, but is also celebrated in the ways each and every time we find an opportunity. And therefore, just do what works for you, because there will always be someone who would think differently. So define your success on your own terms, achieve it by your own rules, and build a life that you would be proud of. So with 56,000 alumni across the globe and a large number of them being women, each one having received excellent inputs from this institute, and thereafter having made immense contribution in different fields, we are in a position to leverage this untapped potential gainfully to the benefit of the society. And it's my firm belief that women alumni must find ways to influence their surrounding realm of activities and try to inspire the society at large and not just their own juniors or alumni. So therefore, in honor of all the incredible women who have blazed a trail forward, both in the past and present, we have put together this session for you. Like all other participants today, I am also keen to hear their views and their thoughts Thank you once again for attending the webinar, and with best wishes from all of us, take care. Thank you. Over to you, Dr. Jyoti.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words about our initiative, She Inspire. And I will start with the panelist introduction first. I will start with the respected Deepa Kapil ma'am, who has done MBA from IIT Delhi in 2014. She is currently entrepreneur, director Tetra Information, and business mentor, along with consultant and strategist. And currently, she is helping helping organizations in creating a turnaround and business transformation with a sustained open source strategy and implementation. She is carrying experience of more than 25 years with her, and currently she's also been co-founder of Co-Growth and Tetra Information Services Private Limited. I welcome you all, Deepa Bharti ma'am, on behalf of President Kalpen Shukla sir, and whole team as an of this executive council team. And after that, I would like to welcome Madam Shelly Rathi, who is currently IAS at this SDM, I would say, at Vivek Vihar in New Delhi. And currently she is undergoing her training. She has done her MTech from IIT Delhi in energy studies, and she belonged to district Jhajjar from Haryana, which is my hometown too. And I'm very proud of this thing that we have Shelly with us. And she has done BTech in Electronics and Communication from IP University, Delhi. And also along with us, we have Miss Kirti. She has done BTech Civil Engineering from IIT Delhi in 2016. Presently, she is the co-founder of Animal, India's first and largest cattle trading platform, with more than 9 million installs and more than 1 million cattle transacted through the platform. Animal is on to the mission to transform the dairy farming industry in India. And in absentia, I would also like to introduce Neetu Yadav. Because of some personal commitment, she is not able to turn around in this this session. But I would like to say thanks to her, Neetu Yadav, who has who is working as a chief executive officer and co-founder of Animal, which is basically an online trading platform for trading of this cows. And she has been the executive team within the C-suite department, and their management level is C-level. So Neetu is currently based in Bangalore. I thank her absentia. And I would like to start with, I request Deepa Kapil ma'am to share her journey from IIT Delhi to till date, whatever she is up to. Deepa ma'am.
Yeah.
Are you there, ma'am?
Yes, I'm there. Can you hear me? Thank you, Jyoti. Can you,
yes,
can
yes.
you hear me?
Yes,
yes,
you are.
yes, we can hear. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you very much, Jyoti. And I'm delighted to be here amongst all the alumni. And thank you, President Kalpen Shukla, for taking all these initiatives and, you know, having this series of She Inspires. So I believe that everybody inspires, whether a woman or a man. So each one inspires somebody else. And most of us, you know, keep on looking at some role models and see what they have done in their life and try to extract from there. So Jyoti has already told in the introduction that I had Tetra Information Services, where we provide technology solutions to our customers. And most of it is an open source. And I am also the co-founder of Co-Growth, which is a collaborative platform for all the MSMEs. So I would take this opportunity to invite you all to come and join Co-Growth platform, and especially the entrepreneurs, so that you can have an opportunity to, you know, work with the other entrepreneurs as well. So going forward, what would I like to talk about today? Actually, I want to talk about the learnings that I've had in my life over this period of time. And interestingly, I have put them in triangles. I don't have a slide to show you, but when I speak, I will try to tell you about the triangles where I have captured the various things. And for reference, I have also put it down in a piece of paper for myself. So, something which is very, very important, which most women face, and today it is not for women, but for men also, which was work-life balance. And especially after this work from home culture, what we have seen that, we are kind of working almost 24/7. So that thin line between, the work time, the home time, or whatever, personal time, the me time, all that gets mixed up. So I was working on that area, that aspect of my life, and what I came to the conclusion that there are three things which are very important, which we think that we need to balance. One is our work, the other is our relationships with whomsoever we want the relationships to work, and also the fourth time is my own self. I need to do something for myself. I need to do something for my relationships and definitely a lot for the work that I'm doing. Okay. So many a times we struggle balancing these things each and every day. But then the conclusion was, could I prioritize? Could I prioritize in these areas? So instead of looking at it from a balance mode, I started looking at it from a prioritizing mode. That means in these three areas of my life, I would want to prioritize one or two elements that I want to take up. And, I keep on revisiting my priority within a set period of time, say 3 months. So how it helps me that, like, if I have prioritized some 2 items for myself and I have not prioritized a 4th item, which is also something that I want to do, I would not like to be stressed about that item. Most of the time my problem arises from being stressed about not able to do 5 works that I want to do, say maybe in the area of work. So I would like to give it a priority, keep on revisiting my priority in once in 3 months. So what happens is I'm moving, and I'm also measuring myself. I'm also seeing that those things get completed. And instead of having a day-to-day, instead of having a day-to-day balancing, instead of having a day-to-day prioritization, if I do an overall prioritization in these 3 areas, I felt I was more sorted. That is something that I would like to share. And also, so this was one of the triangles that I have used. There's another triangle that I have used in my source of, the feeling of being rooted, the feeling of being grounded, the feeling of being belonging, I belong to this place. So this is mine, this is my ownership. So that is a feeling which is very important for each one of us to, I would not say excel, I would say to do anything that we want to do, and excel is an outcome that happens automatically. I don't even have to run after excelling in anything. So the moment I feel, the moment I feel I am at home in whatever situation you throw me into, so what happens after that, I automatically start, kind of, sorry about that. I'll just put it on. Sorry. So I kind of, that thing lends me so much of, a sense of security that I don't feel out of place, or I don't feel, kahan gaye, kahan phas gaye, kya ho gaya. So again, what are the 3 triangles which are helping me inside that? One is knowledge. So that desire, that hunger to know more, even if it is a small thing, a little thing. something that my phone did this. So, how do I take care of that? So that hunger for knowledge keeps you moving, keeps you moving. And the second corner of this particular triangle is the skills and the experience. So keep on, keeping on learning new skills. Maybe, someday, although I'm most of the time involved in in the technical stuff, so, but I love making chocolates. I love making things like macrame. I love making, so I keep on, I love doing that artwork. And I also love filigree. So I try my hands on that also. So something new which I keep on getting for myself. And that helps me keep connected with something which is which makes me happy. Actually, which makes me happy is creative, something which is new. And the other thing, and the third corner of this particular triangle, which lends me a source of security, is the confidence. So even if वो है ना एक डर के आगे जीत है. So even if you are scared of doing anything or you don't know how to do it, but then you take on, do it, have the confidence that you will be able to do. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या हो जाएगा, गलत हो जाएगा. I'm not going to kill somebody. I'm not going to, murder, और फांसी तो नहीं लग जाएगी अगर गलत भी हो गया तो. So that is something which, gives that sense of security, the sense of belongingness, and in a way it contributes to my happiness. Tell me when I overshoot the time, because I have two more triangles to say. If time permits, tell me, I can talk about those two triangles as well.
I would like to ask you one question is, how did IIT Delhi and its teaching prepare you for your life?
Yeah, so I'll tell you something. I joined IIT Delhi at a very, I didn't join as a young student. So I joined as, a person who had experience. And when I joined in my MBA, I thought I would be the oldest. But when I went inside the class, then I found that there were many other people who were there older than me. And that experience actually, that actually rooted something in me, that when you want to do something, there are two ways of doing it. One is you have a passion and you just do it. And the other is you also, before doing it, you also look at the pros and cons, look at the technical aspects of it, look at proper ways of doing it, look at the best practices that have been adopted by other people, but definitely look at the fresh cases. Don't go and look at old stories. Don't go and look at stale information. So that is something which was very important. And the third and the second thing which I got when I was in IIT Delhi was, age is a number. Age is just a number.
Exactly.
Okay. So you will not, you won't believe it. And I don't know how many people know it. So there was this sports day, and not sports day, actually, there was something to do with that. And there was a badminton match which was supposed to be there. There was no girl nomination. Nobody went. So somebody said, नहीं लड़कियों को जाना है. ऐसे ठीक है, मैं चली जाती हूँ, मेरे को नहीं आता है, मैं तो 20 साल से खेली नहीं हूँ, करके मैं बैडमिंटन डक में आउट हो जाऊंगी, बट चलो representation चाहिए, I will go.
So I think this is the beauty of this IIT Delhi campus. Na? It make you alive every time. It's day or night. It doesn't make any difference. Na?
Yes,
you will find people walking around every time. So it's like you won't feel sleepy anytime.
Yeah, you are always alive and fresh. You're always alive and fresh. So इतना भी हुआ कि मैं उसमें गई और I told my mother-in-law, तुम भी आ जाओ. Then my mother-in-law and my daughter came, and then my daughter says, Mama, you didn't score anything. I said, so what? I picked up the racket that was important for me.
But I think later, now she would be quite young to appreciate this kind of thing, that you have been in the IIT campus.
Yes, of course. So that is something which I, I got it very clear.
I mean, just one question, Deepa ma'am. I mean, I come across a lot of female, I come across a lot of women on a daily basis, married, unmarried, on sabbatical. And as the title of the this webinar is, She Inspires. There's a very, very common question I come across from mothers. Okay, I mean, when they're mother and they're working, they tend to feel guilty about pursuing their ambitions. So that's a very common question I come across, females especially. And you have been a mother, you have been an entrepreneur, and an entrepreneur's journey is very stressful. So how did you manage that stress of managing a family, of being a mother, being a wife, and at the same time managing an entire enterprise? And like, how did you balance that out without feeling guilty? Maybe at times you must have felt guilty, but how did you manage that emotional emotional situation, delivering all these responsibilities across?
Yeah, I'm really happy that you asked that question. And first thing that I would like to say that I consider myself lucky. I consider myself lucky because I have the support system that I have around me is amazing, is amazing. And the support system includes my husband, my daughter, my mother-in-law, my mother, my brother-in-laws, my sisters. So each and I cannot I will write I might end up writing an essay if I have to describe everybody. But then the support system has been there. But beyond the support system, there is one more important thing, is to ask for support. So I have never shied away from asking for support, whatever it is, whether it is a small thing or a big thing. And whether I get a yes or whether I get a no, I again ask. So if I am unstoppable in asking, then but I have been unstoppable and my support system has been very good. So both ways. So I consider myself lucky that way. And another thing that I think is very important, so asking is something very important. We should not shy away from asking. You can ask anybody, zyada se zyada kya hoga, na ho jayegi, kya fark padta hai? That no is only for this moment, only for this question, and only by one person. So that same person will say a yes next time when I ask. So that is something very important. And the other thing is to have an open communication. Exposing my vulnerability. I'm also a human being, so I am vulnerable. So I am facing this situation. I am feeling like this. So I need to tell. अगर वो bottle up करके बैठ जाए तो हो गया काम, तब तो होगा नहीं. So my vulnerability is nothing to shy about. So this situation occurs with every human being. लोग ऐसा लगता है कि मैन के साथ नहीं होता है, मैन के साथ भी होता है, हो सकता है वो बोलते नहीं है, और बहुत सारे लोग नहीं बता पाते. But I think being open, having an open communication, if you are vulnerable, तब भी have an open communication, is something very, very, very important. Bold caps underlined.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your experience with us. Now we have a little shortage of time, so we have to move to the next resource person. Shelly, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm also good. So I welcome you in this session again and express my gratitude to you for sharing your valuable time with us. So first, I would like to share your journey from IIT hostel or IIT campus till date, some memories you would like to share with us.
So one thing I just want to tell about IIT, like I've done my BTech from a different institute and my MTech from IIT Delhi. So as you said, the place is always alive. So that's the thing that I carry forward in my whole life, that you will always find people hustling, doing something, enjoying their life, and making memories with their friends and colleagues. I've seen that across all the departments, across all the spheres, be it the students and be it the professors or be it the committees that was there. So IIT is like a place I always cherish that walk from the library till my hostel Kailash. So that memory always stays with me. So apart from that, academics is just a part of it, I would say. Rest all is the life. So
Yes,
that's my memory from IIT Delhi.
yes, exactly.
And
That walk, I think every girl student have missed that walk, that Kailash
yes,
Hostel and this Vinti and this. It's a long walk, doesn't it?
yes,
Especially in summers. So,
yeah.
I would like to ask you. IAS has empowered you already. So, how you think your own way to empower other women being an IAS
I've
officer?
like I there are some things which guide in my life. So one thing is that with power comes responsibility. So empower is a word that comes with two words, M and power. So I am empowered. So what I can do with that power is I don't want to do anything extraordinary in my life. I just want to do ordinary things with the best of my capabilities. So that's my motto of life. So I'm just a probationer right now. I'm just going through the training. I'm learning each day. As you said, what is my purpose and how will I empower people? Maybe I'll just say that I'll just give them some opportunity to so that they can empower themselves. People do not know that there exists path from where they can lead their life to a fruitful end. So that would be my responsibility to remove those obstacles. I would just want to do my duties to the best of my capabilities, do the ordinary things because I've seen that hopelessness on their face when they approach somebody in administration or somebody who is on in power and wants they look up to them that they'll do something for them, but most of the time that is not the case. We all must have experienced the same thing in different arenas in our lives, like when we go for a smallest of thing like go for a certificate, so you'll roam around from one department to the another department, and at the end of the day you'll have just that feeling that maybe this place doesn't like you to come here for things to be done. So like I'm just a probationer right now, but in front of my office I've just written one thing: if anybody comes from the public, they are welcome to enter in my office any day at any point of time. So so that I can hear them out. Sometimes just hearing your problem makes it a little easy to navigate. So my purpose would be I would just want to do my duties to the best of my capabilities, and that's all. And any suggestion from the esteemed panelists and the members, like I'm too young to enter in this sphere, so you might have experiences from your life. So anything you just want to add as a guide to me, so I'll really welcome. So any suggestion from your side how I can do my responsibilities in a better way. So that's all.
Yeah, Michelle, you belong to Jhajjar, na? That's my
Yeah.
hometown also, and I consider this place is almost rural area, na? So some of
Hanji.
young girls from my college are also attending this particular event. So to those young girls, most of the time I feel that they are lacking lack of this guidance, infrastructure, this kind of thing. So, what message you would like to give them to stay them motivated uh, to have a healthy lifestyle in their life ahead?
I would just say one thing: there will always be challenges in your life, be it from at any stage where you come from, be it a area where facilities are not available. The challenges might be different, but there will always be challenges. So I had just one thing in my mind when I started out my journey as a student also, and every time one thing inspires me that I may not be the most intelligent one in the room, but I'll be the most hardworking. So that is there because hard work puts you where luck can find you at the end of the day. So my message to those out there who feel that they are stuck would be, first ask for help. As ma'am also said, don't shy away from asking for help. And today we are so closely connected, like Jyoti, aap ma'am, aap bhi hain, or मैं भी हूँ, or everybody from the alumni committee, everybody would be like willing to do something if they know that somebody wants their help. So sometimes we also don't know that how can we help them. And secondly, I would just say one thing. Now we have internet connections at every nook and corner. So making optimum utilization and a better use of the resources would help them in a better way. Every guidance is available on phone right now. It's just how you approach it. If you approach it with a motto or with a like अगर आप इस चीज को ऐसे देखते हैं ना कि चैलेंज है उसको अपॉर्चुनिटी में क्रिएट करना है, उस चीज के लिए माइंडसेट बहुत अलग चाहिए. आप कभी भी लैक की वजह से नहीं, अगर आप ये सोचोगे कि इस चीज की कमी है इसलिए मैं ये चीज नहीं कर पाती हूँ, तो आप सिर्फ एस्केप करते हो चीजों से. I have been a student from Hindi medium till my 8th standard. I've lived in a village till 10th standard. Still, I was topper in 10th standard. I did my 12th. I completed my BTech from IP University. I was a gold medalist. And then I completed my MTech from IIT Delhi. And just to add to that, my elder sister, she was in Hindi medium till 10th standard. She shifted to English medium in 11th standard, and today she's PhD from BITS Pilani, and she's working as an associate professor in University of Surrey, London. So you need to carve out your path. So that's there. And apart from that, there are support system, as ma'am also said. I'm just blessed to have my family and my friends who stood by me in all the areas of my failure. Like I've I started giving my attempts at UPSC in 2016, and I finally got success in 2020. So it's a gap. It's almost 5 years which I've given, and those 5 years which could have been the most productive years of my life. But I was just struggling with one exam, just giving my heart out to it. So you first need to say to yourself that you can do it, and then ask for help and just struggle a bit. That makes you a better person, I would say.
Yes, exactly.
And so that's my message for anybody who feels stuck in life. Just look around. You'll find solutions just in your periphery only. You don't need to look far away for that.
So it would have been a big challenge to say strong will while preparing your this civil services exam. It need a lot of patience, I must say. So how you tackle the situations when you feel that your morale is not very high at some particular of time of your preparation?
So for that, I always had my goal very clear in my mind. And so that was the biggest motivation. And secondly, my family. If you have somebody to pull you up when you're down, so I think nothing can stop you at the end of the day. So whenever I was down, my family was the one who picked me up. So and again, I didn't have to look for inspiration from anywhere else or like too far away. My mother is there. She's just a matriculate, but she can guide a student starting from nursery class to the higher education or on career counseling. She has learned things so that she can make things better for us. So it's all part and parcel. There always be challenges. We cannot always stay happy and high on morale. So that's reality of life. But you just need to find out your areas where you can feel that you have accomplished something. And satisfaction, I think, is a very personal choice. Everybody has different parameters of satisfaction in their life. Somebody is satisfied by just eating good food. So little things in life to keep morale high every single day is needed, I think.
Yes, exactly. So thank you, Madam Shali. And
Thank you,
now,
ma'am.
thank you very much for sharing your motivating words with
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Jyoti,
Yes.
I am Nirmal. So, am I allowed to ask a question from Shelly?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Why not?
Can I have a small request? We will take a round of questions. All the speakers have spoken. So I would suggest and request everyone. Let's have the third speaker also continue. And then we will have a round of, I will have interaction beyond 6 p.m. Not to worry. Yeah, thank you, sir. Dr. Jyoti, you are on mute.
Hello, am I audible now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, not to worry. I will continue from here onwards. I think Dr. Jyoti has slightly poor connectivity at her end. We are very happy to invite our third speaker, Ms. Kirti Jangra, co-founder of Animal. I think when Dr. Jyoti introduced her, probably one very critical part was missed out. Neetu and Kirti both have been acknowledged as leaders 30 under 30 by Asia Forbes, and there's something which they have achieved both together, I believe, as room partners. This must be the first combination of room partners who would have made it to that extremely coveted list of 30 under 30. And I'm sure this is a unicorn in making, if not already so, but Kirti can share something more when she speaks to us. Kirti, all to you. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for having me. And thank you, IT Delhi Alumni Association, for inviting me to this talk. I'm very glad to be here. I'll give a brief intro about me. I'm Kirti. I'm one of the co-founders at Animal. I graduated from IT Delhi in 2016. I'm the 2012 entry. Like everybody here talked about what they took away from IIT and their IIT experience. Honestly, for me, I came from a very small town in Haryana. I came from Hisar, and there wasn't much exposure for me till the time I came to IIT Delhi. And really, IIT Delhi is one of IIT Delhi has to be a foundation stone, not for me just professionally, but just as an individual, but also as an individual. Because when I came to IIT Delhi, I was a naive kid, and when I graduated, I think I was still a naive person, but with far more exposure and a lot of learnings, a lot of memories. So it's been IIT has been one of the most instrumental times for me in my life till now. Now I run this small startup called Animal, and in fact, my co-founder from my startup, like sir mentioned, is Neetu, was my roommate at college. We are a cattle trading platform, which helps farmers sell or buy cattle. That's about me. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Anjali. Women in animal trading, no? It sounds very interesting to me, and it's a new kind of initiative in itself. So how you found this most unusual but highly innovative idea, both of you?
It is primarily because both of us come from a dairy farming background. My grandparents, my uncle, aunts are in this business from a long time, and same is with Neetu. Her family is also in this business, so which is why we were able to connect with this market.
Okay, thank you. So I was really happy to know that you also belong to Haryana. You know, it gives me a kind of goosebump. So really, I'm very much, proud when I feel very proud when when I find women from Haryana doing excel in all these kind of fields. So I would like to ask, what did you carry from the campus with you that you cherish the most?
Like I just said, I think many things. When I came to IIT Delhi, I was I was a naive kid, and those 4 years truly transformed me. It made friendships of a lifetime. In fact, I'm meeting few folks tonight from college. One of my bestest friends come from there, and it's lifelong relationships. Apart from that, I think what I also learned was a lot of hustle and an environment of challenging throughout everything that you do, and how to continuously strive for best, strive for excellence. And I think, yes, that it also taught me that no problem is big or small. You just have to keep at the problem, and it gets solved. Everything that we did at IIT, it's not so much about the solution, but it's about the problem solving mindset and the attitude to keep at it.
Okay, so I was like one of the PhD student, na? So I always wonder, these BTech students are always, awake. They didn't sleep. Like, मतलब मैं कभी भी जाऊं campus में, whether it is night or day, they are always active. They are always busy in doing something, and they are always, doing excel in their studies also. I used to take the tutorial classes of BTech students, this first year course, Field and Waves. So very tough course it is being considered, and still the class is full and they are doing very good now. So I used to wonder how you manage so many things simultaneously. You are also like one of the BTech student, so I would like to know their source of energy you people have.
I think it isn't. It is. I think one is that coffee at Nesky, and second has to be, it has to be the age. I think at that age nobody wants to sleep. And the third is that we were so many. So if you saw half in the morning, you would see half at the night. It's the same.
Exactly,
Different people rotating.
So you must be you have enjoyed this rendezvous era. So we were like very boring kind of person. Na? We hardly attend this like all events. I never attended one or two show of rendezvous, and you people are like enjoying and managing such a big event so easily. I really appreciate this kind of thing.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I mean, Kirti, I have one question for you. I mean, females are like considered majorly when it comes to decision making. Majority of the time, I have seen that people think, oh, girls, they don't take decisions for themselves. It's either their parents or the other people around them who take decisions for themselves. And you graduated in 2016, and you started off with Animal in 2019, and just it was right before the COVID. So just wanted to understand that physiological and the psychological condition, because I read it somewhere also that you had some offer letter from some university before you actually jumped into this particular idea, right? So what was that that factor that motivated you to jump into this Animal instead of pursuing your offer letter, which was much more secured, which did not involve a lot of thought process going into to take up that offer letter, and rather jump into a very unthoughtful area, and then just jump into it and just see it? I mean, what was that that particular ecosystem when you made that decision? What were the contributing factor that helped you make those decisions?
Actually, for me, the contributing factor was primarily that I wanted to try something big. I wanted to try something exciting and challenging. And I felt that this problem statement that we are trying to target through Animal is a very challenging problem statement. The other part was that because I came from this background, it really motivated me to start this.
Okay. So that's...
Thank you, Poonam, and thank you, Kirti. So can we have one or two questions from audiences also? I think Pankaj has raised the hand.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Jyoti. I just wanted to know one thing from all the three panelists. Before that, I would like to thank them that they have found time and joined the session for us. And I just wanted to know one thing, because that is one question which keeps me haunting every time. Everything which which are supposed to do, there has to be a driving force. If I talk in terms of physics, there has to be a driving force. And I find three people coming from different backgrounds, different working in different segments. I would like to know from each one of them, all the three of them, that what was their driving force that kept them going and chose those particular fields, and overcome all the stress of life. So basically, I want to know the driving force which will keep other women motivated also. That is the one question I want to ask from all of them. Yes, please.
I think we can ask first Deepa ma'am. Deepa ma'am is there?
Yeah, I'm here, very much here.
Thank you, ma'am.
So driving, I mean, it's very difficult to put the driving force in one word. I was just, when you were asking the question, I was thinking, what could be a one-word answer for that? And I somehow was not able to get that. But but I think one aspect which has been a very big driving force for me is like, it's like कुछ करना है, so that कुछ करना है ऐसा नहीं है वो कुछ कर लिया है, जो कर लिया वो तो हो गया, वो तो चलो, वो तो अब now next, so that hunger to do the next thing, hunger to go to the next level, hunger to take the next step. जब कोई चीज हो जाती है तो वो तो हो गई, फिर वो तो कुछ चैलेंज ही नहीं बचा ना, फिर वो तो खत्म हो गई, gone. So every moment gone, so now the next thing. Now what? So that is something which keeps, I think, which keeps me moving. And also, I like to do new things, new skills, try hands on new stuff, and every time. So, but वही है, कुछ करना है, वो कुछ करने की जिस दिन खत्म हो जाएगी ना, तो फिर I think life का driving force ही चला जाएगा. So that is what I feel.
Thank you, ma'am. I mean, I got the point. Basically, driving force, the way you explained that one thing which has been achieved, that is done and dusted, what is next? That is the driving force for you. That is what I understand. So I would like to hear more from Shelly and Kirti as well. Yes, please.
Yes, picking up from ma'am only, कुछ करना है वही एक मोटिव था हमेशा से. अब वो कुछ करना है वो चेंज होता रहता है. जैसे मैम ने बोला, you always, when you reach a point in your life where you've achieved something, you like, अभी मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल दे सकती हूँ. जैसे अभी एग्जाम क्लियर हो गया था, रिजल्ट्स आ गए थे, उसके बाद फिर वो कुछ 5-6 महीने का गैप था बीच में. At that point of time, I didn't know what to do. I felt lost. Like I cleared the exam. I didn't feel like that I've arrived somewhere. That feeling was not there, because like, I think since the time I had some sense of my own, I had just one thing in my life, just to chase things. 10th, 12th, B.Tech, M.Tech, then this exam, just to do something. But when I got the independent charge, and when people come with their problems, no, the same thing drives me, कि कुछ करना है यहाँ पे भी. You will not just send them out from your office saying कि ये मेरे jurisdiction में नहीं है. आप हाथ पैर मारो, आपसे नहीं होता है, आप उनको क्लियर बोलो कि नहीं, मेरे से नहीं हो पाएगा. लेकिन अगर आप कुछ कर सकते हो तो वहीं पे बोलो उनको फॉल्स होप नहीं देनी चाहिए. तो वही सेम चीज कि कुछ करना है, वो कुछ करने की डेफिनेशन शायद अब हर रोज चेंज होती रहेगी, बट जस्ट टू चेज समथिंग which is fulfilling for my own self also, and also for somebody else sitting at the other side of the table. If they come to you with some help, just do something for them. Just do it. If you are in that capacity to do something for people in and around your own area or anywhere else, just do it. I think that's the thing that makes us sleep at night. And that's the thing I think just one thing I have in my mind, that wherever I go, if I can change life of 10 or 15 people, no, I think that would be achievement for me. I'm not after fame. I'm not after anything in my life. I just want people to remember me for the work I did, because that was my responsibility. So that they know that anybody or everybody who will come to that seat, they have the responsibility to do things. उनको ऐसा नहीं लगना चाहिए कि उनके ऊपर थोड़ा एहसान किया जा रहा है उनका काम करके, नहीं, उनकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है और उनकी राइट है कि वो उसको बोले कि काम करो. तो द सेम थिंग, जस्ट टू डू थिंग्स. सो दैट्स द motto also.
Yes, honestly, I would like to intervene here. You have amazing spirit, Shelly.
Thank
I
you,
think
sir.
I wish we had the same understanding 60 years back. I think this country would have been very different. If anyone
Thank you,
and
sir.
everyone thought that it's my responsibility to service the society, and the other person has come to avail of his or her rights, and it is not an obligation on him or her,
Yes.
I'm sure that's the best statement that you have made and I have heard. And I must
Thank you,
sincerely
sir.
compliment you. Please retain this spirit under
Thank
any
you, sir.
circumstances. And God forbid ever if you need, please rest assured this association is with you.
Yes,
Keep
sir.
the-
I would like you people to be my anchors. If I do something wrong or somewhere, if I move here and there from my path, I will just call upon you people
Sure.
just to correct my path. So you have that. You have that right from my side, just to correct whenever I do something wrong in my life. If you can appreciate me for the good things, so you have the right to just correct me when I do the wrong things. So
Amazing,
that
amazing.
that is the support I would require from this association and everybody out there.
We will surely avail of your services as a catalyst to do something more meaningful at a ground
Yes,
level.
sir.
And I'll be very happy to connect and remain connected with you. And I'm so very glad you joined today and you said these
Thank you,
words.
sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you,
I'm
sir.
sorry, Kirti. Yeah, I
Uh.
know you are waiting, but I couldn't restrict myself from saying this
Sir,
and complimenting young lady
Sir,
for
I
this
will
wonderful philosophy.
again like to intervene just for half a minute maybe. Then I'll move on to Kirti for the answer. What Shelly told me actually reminded me of Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin Tendulkar, when he was retiring, in his farewell speech, he just said one thing: chase your dreams. And I think those three words actually summarize everything. Chase your dreams, it comes true, they come true, even the impossible ones do. So I take it from Sally and I accept that wholeheartedly. And I move on to Kirti
Thank
to
you.
share her views about what was the driving force when she chose to be an entrepreneur. And since she is a 2016 graduate, I mean, she is 5-6 years younger to me. I'd like to know that what was it which kept her to, in this frame of mind that she wants to become an entrepreneur after 3 years of graduation. Yes, please. Kirti.
I think for me, the biggest driving force was to be able to do something bigger, to be able to work at something which has exponential value creation, not just linear value creation. We all work at different types of, we all have different types of job roles. We all have different types of work that we do. I wanted to work somewhere where there is a lot of challenge. Maybe there is also a risk of failure, but if it works out, there is a possible large level change that can come. So which is why I felt that the industry and the type of model that I want to do is a good one, and that's why I chose it.
Okay. Thanks, Kirti. Thanks for this. And I would like to tell you one thing. As the secretary of the association, I would be more than willing to help, and the association is behind you all in whatever circumstances you are in, and would like to take your help as well, because you are the brand ambassadors of the association as well as the institute. So with those remarks, I hand it over back to Jyoti to carry it forward. Yes, Jyoti.
Yeah.
In fact, I would also like to say one small thing. I just wrote to Kirti personally that in fact, first time I read the concept of Animal, I was enamored by it on my own, and I put it on the president's LinkedIn handle. Believe you me, for the first time, president's LinkedIn handle went beyond 10,000 impressions. And second time, when they were acknowledged as Forbes Asia 30 under 30, it went to 18,000 plus. So I'm sure, Kirti, we have been your campaigner and your canvassers in a larger sense, and you remain our brand ambassador, and wish you all the very best. Your Sunicorn, I'm sure, hopefully would be a unicorn very soon, and we look forward to celebrating that also. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Really, it's very unfortunate, but I'll have to actually go. I had booked 6 to 7. I had another commitment at 7. I'm running a little bit late, but thank you so much for hosting me. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you, Kirti.
Thank you.
Now, I ask Poonam Lade to say a few words as a vote of thanks to our panelists. Poonam, are you there?
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, it was really a nice session. Thank you, Jyoti, for passing on the baton to me. Yeah, kuch to karna hai. I think that's what the driving force we have concluded this She Inspires sessions with. And yeah, with that same intention, She Inspires started off with also that kuch to karna hai, and this subcommittee of women empowerment intends to do a lot of things for the women fraternity, not just from IIT Delhi. This session is, of course, open for anybody who wants to understand the life journey of females who were part of IIT Delhi and have graduated from there and have learned a lot of things and have carried it forward into not just into their professional life, but also their personal life. So I thank IIT Delhi Alumni Association for taking up this initiative and giving me the opportunity to give the vote of thanks. I thank the office staff who managed the scene behind this webinar. I thank all the panelists, Deepa ma'am, Kirti and Shelly, to give their valuable time for this webinar. And I thank all the audience who came up on a Saturday evening for this session. And thank you very much for your insightful journey, helping us understand what helped you make your decisions, how did you drove yourself up to this level. And we look forward to not just your help. We are always here to help you, and we are also looking forward to your help in supporting the association to take it to the next level. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for being with us, and I express my gratitude to the panelists and to the President sir, Vice President sir, and Poonam Lade. And I think we have Sanjeev sir and Updesh sir also with us. So on behalf of the whole Executive Council, I express my gratitude again to our worthy panelists today. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jyoti,
Bye-bye.
for conducting the event very nice.